The Senate will come to order. Mr. Carpenter, would you please call the roll?
Senators Aguilar, Baumgardner, Cook, Quorum, Court, Crowder, Donovan, Finberg, Fields, Garcia, Gardner, Guzman, Hill, Holbert, John, Jones, Kagan, Kafalis, Kerr, Lambert, Lundberg, Marble, Martinez-Humenic, Merrifield, Moreno, Neville, Priola,
Absent.
Scott, Smallwood, Sonnenberg,
Senator Smallwood.
Tate, Todd, Williams, Zinzinger, President Grantham,
Excused.
Priola, Mr. President,
I am here with 34 present, 0 absent, 1 excused. We have a quorum. Senator Moreno, would you please lead us in the pledge?
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues and guests, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Approval of the journal, Senator Court.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the reading of the Journal of Tuesday, February 13th be dispensed with and that the journal be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You heard the motion. Is there any objection? Seeing none, the motion is adopted. Committee reports.
February 13, 2018, Committee on Local Government. After consideration of Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 10 be amended as follows: as submitted, referred to Committee of the Whole. The favorable recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. February 13, 2018, Committee on Local Government. After consideration of Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 106 be amended as follows: as submitted, referred to Committee of the Whole. The favorable recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. February 13, 2018, Committee on Finance. After consideration of Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 165 be referred to Committee of the Whole. The favorable recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. February 13, 2018, Committee on Finance. After consideration of the Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 136 be referred to Committee of the Whole. The favorable recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. February 13, 2018, Committee on Finance. After consideration of the Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 147 be postponed indefinitely. February 13, 2018, Committee on Finance. After consideration of the Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 128 be referred to Committee of the Whole. The favorable recommendation. February 13, 2018, Committee on Finance. After consideration of the Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 143 be amended as follows: as amended be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. February 13, 2018, Committee on Finance. After consideration of Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 116 be amended as follows: as amended be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. February 13, 2018, Committee on State Veterans and Military Affairs. After consideration of Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 117 be postponed indefinitely. February 13, 2018, Committee on State Veterans and Military Affairs. After consideration of Mayor's Committee, as following: Senate Bill 144 be referred to Committee of the Whole. The favorable recommendation.
Senate Services.
Correctly printed, Senate Joint Resolution 5. Correctly engrossed, Senate Bill 103, 131, 134, 148, 162, and 164. Senate Joint Resolution 5. Correctly re-engrossed, Senate Bill 5, 90, 91, 92, 94, 95, 96, 110, 111, and 121. Correctly revised, House Bill 1079. Correctly enrolled, Senate Bill 88.
Members, would the Capitol Choir convene in the well and someone escort Senator Williams to the center aisle, please? Capitol Choir, it's all yours.
Who is it? Oh, Senator Williams. Oh, look. Oh,
Just
with an
in
escort,
red.
no less.
Yoo-hoo.
Oh.
All right.
Ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Senator Williams. Happy birthday to you. Quite good. Quite good.
No announcement? Please add the president to the roll.
Third reading of bills consent calendar. Mr. Carpenter, would you please read the titles to all the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar?
Senate Bill 103 by Senator Smallwood and Todd and Representatives Kraft, Tharp, and Leonard concerning the issuance of performance-based incentives for film production activities in the state. House Bill 1079 by Representative Beckman and Senator Crowder concerning a requirement that the Works Allocation Committee prepare annual recommendations for the use of Colorado Long-Term Works Reserve. Senate Bill 134 by Senator Cook and Representative Arndt concerning the exemption of nonprofit water companies from regulation by the Public Utilities Commission. Senate Bill 164 by Senator Moreno and Representative Thurlow concerning the repeal of reporting requirements for certain unfunded programs in the Department of Human Services until such time as funding is received.
Majority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the four bills listed on the third reading of bills consent calendar, consisting of Senate Bill 103, House Bill 1079, Senate Bill 134, and Senate Bill 164.
Is there any further discussion on any of the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of all the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar. Are there any no votes on any of the bills? With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 103 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Crowder, Senator Martinez-Humenick, Senator Lambert, Senator Moreno, Senator Fields, Senator Tate, Senator Kafalis, Senator Kerr, Senator Merrifield. With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, House Bill 1079 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Kafalis. With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 134 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Lundberg, Senator Neville, Senator Tate, Senator Donovan, Senator Marble, Senator Sonnenberg, Senator Baumgardner, Senator Crowder, Senator Fenberg, Senator Lambert, Senator Guzman, Senator Fields. With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 164 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Kafalis, third reading of bills, Senator Court.
Thank you, Mr. President. I apologize. May I please be added as a co-sponsor to 103?
Please add Senator Court as a co-sponsor to Senate Bill 103. Third reading of bills. Mr. Carpenter, would you please read the title to Senate Bill 162?
Senate Bill 162 by Senator Martinez-Humanic and Representatives Buckner and Wilson concerning substitute child care providers.
Senator Martinez-Humanic.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate Bill 162 on third and final reading and ask for favorable approval.
Is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 162? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of Senate Bill 162. Are there any no votes? Senator Lundberg, Senator Marble, Senator Neville, Senator Sonnenberg, Senator Baumgardner, Senator Lambert, Senator Hill, Senator Cook, Senator Tate, Majority Leader Holbert. With 25 ayes, 10 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 162 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Priola, Senator Todd, Senator Merrifield, Senator Crowder, Senator Moreno, Senator Kafalis, Senator Gardner, Senator Fields. Mr. Carpenter, please read the title of the Senate Bill 148.
Senate Bill 148 by Senators Martinez-Humanic, Moreno, and Representatives Lawrence and Exum concerning the continuation of certain benefits through the State Employee Group Benefits Act for dependents of a state employee who dies in a work-related death.
Senator Martinez-Humanic.
Thank you, Mr. President. We move Senate Bill 18148 on third and final reading and ask for favorable approval.
Is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 148? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of Senate Bill 148. Are there any no votes? With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 148 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Majority Leader Holbert, Senator Priola, Senator Smallwood, Senator Gardner, Senator Neville, Senator Crowder, Senator Baumgardner, Senator Sonnenberg, Senator John, Senator Merrifield, Senator Todd, Senator Williams, Senator Aguilar, Senator Kagan, Senator Donovan, Senator Court, Senator Fenberg, Senator Kafalis, Senator Fields, Senator Zenzinger, Senator Jones, Senator Lambert, Senator Kerr. Please add the President. Mr. Carpenter, please read the title of Senate Bill 131.
Senate Bill 131 by Senator Tate and Representative Hooten concerning modifications to the State Employees Group Benefits Act.
Senator Tate.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate Bill 131 and request permission to run a third reading amendment. Mr. President, I withdraw that request. I'm reading my motion for Senate Bill 131.
Is there any further discussion on laying over? Is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 131? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of Senate Bill 131. Are there any no votes? With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 131 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Priola, Senator Crowder, Senator Guzman, Senator Jones, Senator Kagan, Senator Merrifield, Senator Todd, Senator Garcia, General Order, second reading of bills. Majority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to lay over Senate Bill 43 at the sponsor's request to Monday, February 19th.
Oh, that's right. We're not here Monday.
Are we not here Monday?
We're not here Monday. That would be unfortunate. How about Tuesday?
I
Majority Leader Holbert.
stand corrected, Mr. President. I withdraw that motion and move to lay over Senate Bill 43 till Tuesday. Tuesday, May 10th. Is that the 20th? I just want to make sure I get it right. Okay. Till Tuesday, February 20th.
The motion is to lay over Senate Bill 43 till Tuesday, February 20th. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. And that will lay over till Tuesday, the 20th. Majority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to lay over Senate Bill 22 at the sponsor's request till Friday, February 16th. And we're actually here that day.
Rumor has it. Motion is to lay over Senate Bill 22 till Friday, February 16th. All those in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Ayes have it, and that will lay over. Message from the governor.
February 13, 2018, Colorado Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to inform you that I have approved and will file with the Secretary of State the following acts. Senate Joint Resolution 3 concerning approval of Water Project Revolving Fund eligibility list administered by the Colorado Water Resources and Power Development Authority, approved February 13, 2018 at 9:29 a.m. Sincerely, John W. Hickenlooper, Governor.
Committee of Reference Letter.
February 13, 2018, Mr. Mike Maurer. Dear Mr. Maurer, please be advised that Senator Randy Baumgartner has voluntarily stepped down as chairman of the Senate Transportation Committee. As a result, effective immediately, I have appointed Senator John Cook to serve as chairman and Senator Ray Scott to serve as vice chairman. Respectfully yours, Chris Holbert, Senate Majority Leader.
Announcements. Senator Zenzinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. Do I need to ask for a moment of personal privilege
I don't know, do you?
during announcements? May I have one?
A moment of personal privilege?
Yes, please.
Granted.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, we have a school group that is en route, not here yet, but they are coming to the Capitol today in order to celebrate Liberty Day. And so we have a tribute here just to honor and recognize their statewide achievement in learning more about their Constitution. The tribute goes that the Colorado Senate convened on the second regular session of the 71st General Assembly hereby extends heartiest congratulations and commendation to the students of Arvada K-8 on occasion of their observance of Liberty Day at the Colorado State Capitol, sponsored by the Wheat Ridge Optimist Club and the Liberty Day Institute. Liberty Day encourages constitutional scholarship and engagement in the civic process, and the students of Arvada K-8 were chosen from among their peers for their excellence in understanding our founding principles. We honor their achievement, and we hereby charge them with the responsibility of carrying our nation's core values into the future. On the request of Senator Rachel Zenzinger, given this 14th day of February 2018, State Capitol, Denver, Colorado, signed by President of the Senate, Kevin J. Grantham. We wish that they could have been here to listen to this tribute, but we are very glad and honored that they are coming down and taking such scholarship with regard to Liberty Day and our Constitution. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Any other announcements? Senator Gardner.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have two announcements this morning. First of all, members, yesterday, if you can remember yesterday, I have some difficulties sometimes, so much happens. We passed Senate Joint Resolution 005 to place the bronze sculpture of the USS Colorado crest on the first floor. That crest is over here to my right. If you want to take a look at it sometime this morning before we move it back downstairs for safekeeping. It's quite beautiful. It is the head of a horse. There's a submarine in there and the Colorado colors. So thank you very much. And secondly, I would just like to announce that we have guests. The Colorado Springs Sunrise Republican women from El Paso County are with us this morning in their red jackets for Valentine's Day.
Any other announcements? Senator Court.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm not sure excuse me, Mr. President. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day to you, sir. Did that help?
That and $5 will make everything better.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm not sure if we have recognized a former colleague who is with us in the chamber this morning, our former colleague from the House, Representative J. Paul Brown. Welcome.
Senator Smallwood.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Health and Human Services is going to meet at 10 a.m.
Any other announcements? Majority Leader Holbert.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, we will not have bills to read over later today. Therefore, Mr. President, I move the Senate adjourn until 9 a.m. Thursday, February 15th.
Thursday, not Monday.
Thursday. This is hard enough.
Motion is for the Senate to adjourn.
I had it all written out Monday. It was like, we're not here Monday.
I was like, no, let's do it Monday. That sounds efficient.
Okay.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Switching gears again. Thank you to staff for pointing out that we had a large number of bills in Appropriations Committee this morning. It's been suggested we leave the desk open so we can read over those committee reports later. So we will do that so that we can not miss a day in calendaring those. Therefore, I withdraw my motion to adjourn, Mr. President, and move the Senate stand in recess until 10 a.m. this morning.
Motion is to recess until, okay, for which you do not need to be here, reading over the bills from the committee reports from appropriations. The motion is to recess until 10 a.m. this morning. All those in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Ayes have it, and the Senate will stand in recess.